Alright folks, welcome back to another video right here on Jason's Wrestling channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about Mick Foley. This video was requested by Robert from Scotland. So here's your video. Now Mick Foley started out wrestling in the backyard. He did backyard wrestling. One day he jumped off the roof of his house and he filmed it, and he did all kinds of crazy stuff. And he got into the wrestling business. And he started wrestling under the ring name Cactus Jack. And he wrestled for World Championship Wrestling. And he had a tag team partner by the name of Max Payne. So they won the WCW tag team titles, and they held them for quite a while. Eventually, Cactus Jack left WCW in the 90s to go wrestle for ECW. ECW was a new promotion starting up, led by Paul Heyman. So he went over to Paul Heyman's ECW, and he was still wrestling underneath the name Cactus Jack. And he was in barbed wire matches. He lost his ear. He got his ear cut off in one of the matches. He had a barbed wire bat that he used to use against his opponents. I think he may have been an ECW champion at one time. I don't remember if he did or not. So anyways, he wrestled in ECW. And when he came over there, he brought the tag team title from the WCW over. And WCW didn't like this, so they sued Paul Heyman just to get the belt back. But what happened was Mick Foley had ripped off one of the plates when they gave it back to him on ECW television. And so WCW, they never did anything about it. They just got new belts eventually, but you don't destroy somebody's property like that. So anyways, after he got done working in the ECW, he signed with the World Wrestling Federation, and he wrestled underneath the name Mankind. And he was wrestling as Mankind, and he feuded against The Undertaker. First, they did a buried alive match, to where Mick Foley lost, and then they threw him in the hole when he was going to get buried. But then somebody came and attacked The Undertaker from behind, and Undertaker fell in the hole. I think Kane came from behind, because Undertaker was feuding with Kane. And Kane and Mick Foley buried The Undertaker, even though it was supposed to be Mick Foley that got buried. And then Undertaker's hand came out of the grave, and then they went into Hell in a Cell. And it was Mankind against Undertaker. Mankind got thrown off the top of the cell onto the table. And he was thrown in thumbtacks. He went over, at one point he got thrown from the top of the cage into the ring. Undertaker ended up beating him in the Hell in a Cell match. And then he eventually became Dude Love in the World Wrestling Federation during the Attitude Era. And he was wrestling against The Rock one night on Monday Night Raw. Now, Nitro was beating Raw in the ratings, but Tony Schiavone screwed up because Raw was taped. And he said, there was a wrestler that wrestled here one time underneath the name Mick Foley, or Cactus Jack. And he's going to win their world title. That should put a lot of butts in the seat. So then people switched over to see the title change, just to see Mick Foley beat The Rock. And then from there, WWF started to get more and more ratings. Triple H had challenged Mick Foley and said, if you lose against me, then your career is over. So Mick Foley accepted it, and he wrestled this. He brought back Cactus Jack for that feud, and eventually he lost against Triple H, but he wouldn't wrestle anymore after that. And he was more like in the back scenes. He was a general manager for Raw one time, general manager for SmackDown. And then one day Vince McMahon and Stephanie came out, and Mick Foley got attacked by Triple H. They fired Mick Foley as the general manager. And then Linda McMahon reinstated Mick Foley. And then eventually Mick Foley would just split from the wrestling. And a few years ago, he tried to get his daughter into the wrestling business, but she wasn't really that good. They wouldn't take her. And so if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. And if you like Flash Gordon Karaoke, subscribe to Flash Gordon Karaoke 5000. And have a great day. Thank you for watching.